Hello, classic car lover. Have you ever stopped to think about what makes these cars so special? In my opinion, it was a continuous improvement throughout their history. And today, we're going to take a closer look at the two components of classic cars that played a critical role in boosting engine performance. So let's get into it. Today's first feature is a little device that played a big role in the smooth and perfect working of classic car engines, the Carburetor Accelerator Pump. What does it do, and is it important? Well, it was an important feature that played an important part in enhancing the engine performance. When you press down on the accelerator pedal, the accelerator pump squirts a small amount of fuel into the carburetor, which helps provide the extra fuel needed to get the engine up to speed quickly. This little device was introduced in the 1920s and quickly became a standard car feature. During the muscle car era of the 60s and 70s, car manufacturers were competing to produce the most powerful engines, and the carburetor accelerator pump was especially popular. But how does it work? The pump has three main parts: a diaphragm, a pump housing, and a pump arm. When you open the throttle, the pump pumps fuel into the intake manifold, causing an increase in air pressure. This pressure mixes air with the fuel to create an explosive mixture, which is then pushed into the engine and burned, creating the power we need to drive our cars. The result is a smooth and responsive acceleration, and vintage car enthusiasts know how important that is. The accelerator pump is sometimes called a squirt pump. Now you understand how this little device played a big role in classic car engines' smooth and efficient functioning. Let's continue our discussion about classic cars and talk about another fascinating feature: the carburetor heat riser. Have you ever experienced difficulty starting your car on a cold, foggy morning? Well, the folks in the classic era face this problem too. To solve this issue and make winter mornings more enjoyable, vintage cars needed a carburetor heat riser. But this is a very interesting fact about this feature: it was inspired by aircraft. Although classic cars borrowed other excellent features from the jets, like aerodynamic design, use of lighter material, and advanced suspension systems, the carburetor heat riser was certainly one of the first features taken from jets. The carburetor heat riser was first used in aircraft in the 1930s, but came into its own during World War II. It was used to help prevent carburetor icing on aircraft engines and later adapted for car use. But how did it work in cars? When the engine is cold, the valve is closed, allowing the hot air to bypass the carburetor and flow directly into the intake manifold. It helps to warm up the engine more quickly and improves fuel efficiency. As the engine warms up, the valve opens, allowing the hot air to mix with the cooler air outside before entering the carburetor, allowing the engine to operate more efficiently. This classic feature also improved the performance of classic cars by controlling the temperature of the air entering the engine, which can help reduce engine knock and improve fuel efficiency. Today, this feature has evolved along with similar features of a carburetor to an advanced fuel injection system managed by electronic control units, or ECUs, of the car. Ultimately, we could say that the carburetor heat riser and accelerator pump worked hand in hand to ensure a smooth start and responsive acceleration for classic car engines, with improved fuel efficiency and reduced emissions. These unique features show how much attention and care went into designing these iconic vintage vehicles. Without them, the engine wouldn't be able to operate as efficiently and the car wouldn't perform as well as it should. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in and enjoying this quick ride to the classic era. If you like this video and want to enjoy more mini documentaries like this one, subscribe to the channel and let us know about your favorite classic car features in the comments section. Until then, happy cruising, and we'll see you next time.